Dear viewers, you are watching YouTube channel ETB786. This channel is created for business students. You are already watching basic concepts of accounting, business law, business taxes, and now presenting the business management. I am your host Muhammad Asif Jaja. Please view, like, share and comment the videos and subscribe the channel to view upcoming shows. This is course number 4, Business Management. Table of Contents. Business Management. Introduction. Goals of the Business Management System. Main idea of BMS. Business Management Tactics. Business Management Styles. Function of Management. Organizing Function of Management. Steps of Organizing Function. Importance of Organizing Function. To-do list of Organizing Function. Directing Function of Management. Characteristics of Directions. Importance of Directing Function. Planning Function of Management. Steps, Establishment of Objectives, Establishment of Planning Premises, Alternative Course of Action, Formulation of Derivative Plans, Securing Cooperation, Follow-up or Appraisal of Plans, Characteristics of Planning Function, Staffing Function of Management, Nature of Staffing Function, Steps involved in Staffing Function, Importance of Manpower Planning, Need of Manpower Planning, Controlling Function of Management, Features of Controlling Function, Process, Establishment of Standards, Measurement of Performance, Comparison of Actual and Standard Performance, Taking Remedial Actions, Sales Management, Role of Sales Manager, Sales Operation, Building the Team, Sales Operation, Sales Strategy, Sales Operations, Sales Pipeline, Sales Operation Reporting, Who benefits from Sales Management, Use technology tools to manage customer relationship or CRM, choosing the CRM tool, terminologies of sales management, marketing management, objectives of marketing management, process of marketing management, functions of marketing management, 4 Ps, financial management, scope of financial management, objectives of financial management, relationship with other areas of finance, financial management systems, functions of financial management department, information technology management, IT managers, IT management essentials, why IT management is important, key features of effective IT management. Business management. Business management is managing the coordination and organization of business activities. This typically includes the production of materials, money, and machines and involves both innovation and marketing. Management is in charge of planning, organizing, directing, or leading, staffing, and controlling the business's resources so that they can meet the objectives of the policy. Business managers oversee operations and help employees reach their top productivity levels. A business manager may also supervise or train new employees, help a business to reach its operational and financial objectives. Goals of the business management. Managers and directors have the responsibility and powers to look after an enterprise and make decisions. The management size can be anything from a single person in an organization to thousands of managers in companies that are in different nations. In bigger organizations, the policy is defined by the board of directors and then carried out by the CEO or chief executive officers. Some people think the best way to evaluate a company's future and current worth depends on the experience and quality of the managers. The goal of management is to get people together to achieve the desired objectives and results by using the available resources in an effective and efficient way. Business Management System. Business Management System, a BMS, is a tool set that's used to technical implementation and strategic planning of practices, processes, policies, guidelines, and procedures to use in the development, execution, and development of business strategies and plans, as well as any associated management activities. They provide a foundation for both technical and strategic business decisions when it comes to current processes, tasks, activities, and procedures with the goals of meeting all objectives an organization has and satisfying the customer expectation and needs. Main idea of BM system. The main idea of business management system is to give management the tools for monitoring, planning, and controlling their activities and measure the performance of a business. They also aim to put into effect continuous improvement process in the company. This system finds the principles of the organization's existence and is linked closely to business success criteria. It is a multi-level hierarchy of different business solutions that shows how an organization that's profit-oriented will perform different functions such as marketing, sales, staffing, and purchasing to complete a task successfully. Business Management Tactics. BMS finds what the technical techniques and approaches are when it comes to implementing business plans that are linked to their business strategies. Technical solutions should only be brought up during the decision-making part. They should be executed based on the time frames that are in the document for the business management strategy. Business management tactics are defined as activities that follow the business standards that were identified in the company's policies. They put into effect business tasks and plans so they can meet the goals that have been prioritized. Management styles. There are several types of management that are common, including domestic, autocratic, paternalistic, and laissez-faire. Democratic management style is used when employees are able to give feedback or input on business decisions. Autocratic management lets the business owner be the person in charge of making all decisions and leading the company through the business environment. When the best work environment possible is created for each employee, it is known as paternalistic management. Laissez-faire has the most employee autonomy and less decisions be made with little to no business owner oversight. Traditional management is a hierarchy of employees with low, mid, and senior level management. The manager creates expectations for the goals employees need to make. Functions of management. Major functions of the management are as follows. Number 1, organizing. Number 2, directing or leading. Number 3, planning. Number 4, staffing. Number 5, controlling and organization. They also encompass the manipulation and development of financial resources, natural resources, human resources, and technological resources. Management is necessary to facilitate a united effort towards achieving the company's goal. Organizing function of the business management. Organizing involves assigning tasks, grouping tasks into departments, delegating authority, and allocating resources across the organization. During the organizing process, managers coordinate employees, resources, policies, and procedures to facilitate the goals identified in the plan. Organizing is a function by which the concern is able to define the role positions, the jobs related, and the coordination between authority and responsibility. Hence, a manager always has to organize in order to get results. Steps involved in organizing function. Number 1, identification of activities. Like preparation of accounts, making sales, record keeping, quality control, inventory control, etc. Then departmentally organizing the activities. In this step, the manager tries to combine and group similar and related activities into units or departments. Then classifying the authority. This activity of giving a rank in order to the managerial positions is called hierarchy. The top management formalized the policies, the middle level management supervises the departmental, and lower level management supervises the foreman. The clarification of authority helps in bringing efficiency, avoiding wastage of time, money, effort, and duplication of overlapping of efforts, and this helps in bringing smoothness in the concern's working. Then coordination between authority and responsibility. Each individual is made aware of his authority and knows whom they have to take orders from, and to whom they are accountable, and to whom they have to report. Importance of organizing function. Number 1, specialization. Organizational structure is a network of relationships in which the work is divided into units and departments. This division of work is helping in bringing specialization in various activities of business concern. Number 2, well-defined jobs. Organizational structure helps in putting the right man on the right job, which can be done by selecting people for various departments according to their qualifications, skills, and experience. This is helping in defining the jobs properly, which clarifies the role of every person. Importance of organizing function. Number 3, clarifies authority. Organizational structure helps in clarifying the role positions to every manager, status quo. This can be done by clarifying the powers to every manager, and the way he has to exercise those powers should be clarified so that misuse of power does not take place. Well-defined jobs and responsibilities attached helps in bringing efficiency into managers' working, which helps in increasing productivity. Number 4, coordination. Organization is a means of creating coordination among different departments of the enterprise. It creates clear-cut relationships among positions and ensure mutual cooperation among individuals. Clarity should be made for having an ultimate responsibility attached to every authority. Importance of organizing function. Number 5, effective administration. The organization structure is helpful in defining the job position. The roles to be performed by different managers are clarified. Specialization is achieved through divisions of work. This all leads to efficient and effective administration. Number 6, growth and diversification. A company's growth is totally depends on how efficiently and smoothly a business concern works, such as clarifying the role positions to the managers, coordination between authority and responsibility, and concentrating on specialization. In addition to this, a company can diversify if its potential grows. This is possible only when the organization structure is formal and well defined. Importance of organizing function. Number 7, sense of security. Organizational structure clarifies the job positions. The role assigned to every manager is clear. Coordination is possible. Therefore, clarity of powers helps automatically in increasing mental satisfaction and thereby a sense of security in a concern that is very important for job satisfaction. Number 8, scope of new changes. Where the roles and activities to be performed are clear and every person gets independence in his working, this provides enough space to manager to develop his talents and flourish his knowledge. A manager gets ready for taking independent decisions, which can be a road or path to adoption of new techniques of production. To-do list of organizing function. Number 1, manage your office space and storage. That means make sure your physical surroundings are neat and organized. Then keep track of customer support. Your loyal customers are the heart of your business. Keep them happy and pleased with the services you have to offer. Then plan your social media campaign in advance. This simple organization technique will save you countless hours and help you improve your efficiency and productivity. Then manage your expense receipts. They are hassle to track and record, but they need to be managed so you can stay up to date with taxes and ensure your finances are in order. You should track each purchase and transaction weekly. To-do list of organizing function. Then go paperless. This means that instead of keeping track of dozens of files and folders all the time, you just reduce everything to digital scans of the most important documents. Then organize your passwords. Either you use the same password all the time for different websites, or you constantly forget the passwords you have set for each site. Let an app handle your password for you. Then improve your workspace for increasing productivity. If you are going to make progress with your business, you need to create an environment that supports that vision. By adding a few plants around your office, you can increase productivity by 15% through improved concentration. You will also get a boost for using a standing desk and cleaning up your cables. To-do list of organizing function. Keep track of notes in the cloud or drive. If you write notes, to-do items, ideas, and contact information on scrap of paper or whatever closet, it's time to get more organized. Then keep your computer's desktop organized. Just like your physical desk should be clean, and in order to help you stay organized and get work done, your digital desktop should be clean and organized too. Then improve your scheduling system. If you have frequent meetings, video chats, or windows for others to schedule times to work with you, you need a way to manage those time blocks effectively. To-do list of organizing function. Track your time effectively. If you are a freelancer, you know the importance of tracking your billable hours. But even if you don't need to track hours to ensure you get paid, it is a good idea to start using a program like Toggle. It is a quick and easy way to track your time. Then keep track of invoices and payments. Every small business needs to manage payments, invoicing, and billing. This is a critical set of tasks that keeps the business alive, but it can be a struggle to keep everything organized. Then plan ahead for quarterly taxes. If your business is based in the United States, you will need to make sure you pay the quarterly taxes that are due every few months. To-do list of organizing function. Tame your email inbox. If your inbox is overflowing with unread emails, it can be frustrating and it might consume far too much of your time. Reduce this to a low number of important emails and clean out your inbox regularly. Then clean up your reading list. If you are constantly finding articles you know will help you grow your business and increase your revenue and conversions, you probably store it somewhere else, like as a bookmark in your browser or by emailing it to yourself. Then reduce your physical paper storage. You can reduce the amount of time you spend managing paperwork by first creating an organization system for your workplace. Directing function of management. Directing is said to be the heart of management process. Directing consists of process or techniques by which instructions can be issued and operations can be carried out as originally planned. Therefore, directing is the function of guiding, inspiring, overseeing, and instructing people toward accomplishment of organizational goals. Directing initiates action, and it is from here actual work starts. Direction is said to be consisting of human factors. Characteristics of directions. Number 1. Pervasive function. Directing is required at all levels of organization. Every manager provides guidance and inspiration to his subordinates. Number 2. Continuous activity. Direction continues throughout the life of organization. Number 3. Human factor. Directing function is important as it's related to the human factor, which is complex and behavior is unpredictable. Then number 4. Creative activity. Direction function helps in converting plans into performance. Without this function, people become inactive and physical resources are meaningless. Characteristics of directions. Number 5. Executive function. Direction function is carried out by all managers and executives at all levels throughout the working of an enterprise. A subordinate receives instructions from his superior only. Number 6. Delegate function. Human behavior is unpredictable by nature and conditioning the people's behavior towards the goals of the enterprise is what the executive does in this function. Therefore, it is termed as having delegacy in it to tackle human behavior. Importance of directing function. Number 1. It initiates actions. Direction is the starting point of the work performance of subordinates. It is from this function the action takes place. Subordinates understand their jobs and do according to the instructions laid. Whatever are plans laid can be implemented only once the actual work starts. Number 2. It integrates efforts. Through directions, the superiors are able to guide, inspire, and instruct the subordinates to work. For this, efforts of every individual towards accomplishment of goals are required. It is through directions the efforts of every department can be related and integrated with others. This can be done through persuasive leadership and effective communication. Integration of efforts bring effectiveness and stability in our concern. Importance of directing function. Number 3. Means of motivations. A manager makes use of the element of motivation here to improve the performance of subordinates. This can be done by providing incentives or compensation, which serves as a morale booster to the subordinates. Motivation is also helpful for the subordinates to give the best of their abilities, which ultimately helps in growth. Number 4. It provides stability. Stability can be brought upon by the managers with the help of 4 tools of elements of the direction function. Number 1. Judicious blend of persuasive leadership. Number 2. Effective communication. Number 3. Strict supervision. And number 4. Efficient motivation. Stability is very important since that is an index of growth of an enterprise. Therefore, a manager can use of all the 4 traits in him so that performance standards can be maintained. Importance of directing function. Number 5. Coping up with the changes. It is a human behavior that human being shows resistance to change. Adaptability with changing environment helps in sustaining planned growth and becoming a market leader. It is the role of managers here to communicate the nature and contents of changes very clearly to the subordinates. Number 6. Efficient utilization of resources. Through direction, the role of subordinates become clear as manager make use of his supervisory, the guidance, the instructions and motivation skills to inspire the subordinates. This helps in maximum possible utilization of resources of men, machine, materials and money, which helps in reducing costs and increasing profits. Planning function of management. Planning means looking ahead and checking out detailed future courses of action to be followed. It is a preparatory step. It is a systematic activity which determines when, how, and who is going to perform a specific job. It is rightly said, well planned is half done. Planning is deciding best alternative among others to perform different managerial functions in order to achieve predetermined goals. Planning bridges the gap between where we are to where we want to go. It makes possible things to occur which would not otherwise occur. Steps in planning function. Number 1. Establishment of objectives. A. Planning requires a systematic approach. B. Planning starts with the setting of goals and objectives to be achieved. C. Objectives provide a rationale for undertaking various activities as well as indicate direction of efforts. Number D. These focus the attention of managers on the end result to be achieved. Number E. Objectives should be stated in a clear, precise, and unambiguous language, otherwise the activities undertaken are bound to be ineffective. Number F. As far as possible, objectives should be stated in quantitative terms. For example, number of men working, wages given, units produced, etc. Number G. Some goals should be specified in qualitative terms, performance of quality control manager, effectiveness of personnel managers, for example. Number H. Hence, objectives should be practical, acceptable, workable, and achievable. Steps in planning function. Number 2. Establishment of planning premises. Number A. Planning premises are the assumptions about the likely shape of events in future. B. They serve as a basis of planning. Number C. Establishment of planning premises is concerned with determining where one tends to deviate from the actual plans and causes of such deviations. Number D. It is to find out what obstacles are there in the way of business during the course of operations. Number E. Establishment of planning premises is concerned to take such steps that avoids these obstacles to a great extent. Number F. Planning premises may be internal or external. Internal includes capital investment policy, management labor relations, philosophy of management, etc. Whereas external includes socio-economic, political, and economical changes. Number G. Internal premises are controllable, whereas external are non-controllable. Steps in planning function. Number 3. Alternative course of action. A. When forecasts are available and premises are established, a number of alternative course of actions have to be considered. Number B. For this purpose, each and every alternative will be evaluated by weighing its pros and cons in the light of resources available and requirements of the organization. Number C. The merits, demerits, as well as the consequences of each alternative must be examined before the choice is being made. Number D. After objective or scientific evaluation, the best alternative is chosen. Number E. The planners should take help of various quantitative techniques to judge the stability of an alternative. Steps in planning function. Number 4. Formulation of derivative plans. Number A. Derivative plans are the sub-plans or secondary plans which help in the achievement of main plan. Number B. Secondary plans will flow from the basic plan. These are meant to support and expedite the achievement of basic plans. Number C. These detailed plans include policies, procedures, rules, programs, budgets, schedules, etc. For example, if profit maximization is the main aim of the enterprise, derivative plan will include sales maximization, production maximization, and cost minimization. Number D. Derivative plans indicate time schedule of sequence of accomplishment various tasks. Steps in planning function. Number 5. Securing cooperation. Number 1. After the plans have been determined, it is necessary, rather advisable, to take subordinates or those who have to implement these plans into confidence. And number 2. The purposes behind taking them into confidence are: number A. Subordinates may feel motivated since they are involved in decision-making process. Number B. The organization may be able to get valuable suggestions and improvement in formulation as well as implementation of plans. And number C. Also, the employees will be more interested in the execution of these plans. Steps in planning function. Number 6. Follow-up or appraisal of plans. Number A. After choosing a particular course of action, it is put into action. Number B. After the selected plan is implemented, it is important to appraise its effectiveness. Number C. This is done on the basis of feedback or information received from departments or persons concerned. Number D. This enables the management to correct deviations or modify the plan. Number E, this step establishes a link between planning and controlling function. Number F, the follow-up must go side by side the implementation of plans so that in the light of observations made, future plans can be made more realistic. Characteristics of planning function. Number 1, planning is goal-oriented. Number 2, planning is looking ahead. Number 3, planning is an intellectual process. Number 4, planning involves choice and decision making. Number 5, planning is the primary function of management or primacy of planning. Number 6, planning is a continuous process. Number 7, planning is all pervasive. Number 8, planning is designed for efficiency. And number 9, planning is flexible. Staffing function of management. The managerial function of staffing involves manning the organization structure through proper and effective selection, appraisal, and development of the personas to fill the roles assigned to the employer's workforce. Therefore, it is very important that each and every person should get right position in the organization so as to get the right job according to their ability, talent, aptitude, and specializations so that it will help the organization to achieve the preset goals in the proper way by the 100% contribution of manpower. Nature of staffing function. Number 1, staffing is an important managerial function. Staffing function is the most important managerial act along with planning, organizing, directing, and controlling. The operations of these 4 functions depend upon the manpower which is available through staffing function. Number 2, staffing is a pervasive activity. As staffing function is carried out by all managers and in all types of concerns where business activities are carried out. Number 3, staffing is a continuous activity. This is because staffing function continues throughout the life of the organization due to the transfers and promotions that take place. Nature of staffing function. Number 4, staffing function is efficient management of personas. Human resources can be effectively managed by a system, a proper procedure, that is recruitment, selection, placement, training, and development, providing remuneration. Number 5, staffing helps in placing right man at the right job. It can be done effectively through proper recruitment procedure and selecting the most suitable candidates as per job requirement. Number 6, staffing is performed by all managers depending upon the nature of business, size of the company, qualifications and skills of managers, etc. Steps involved in staffing. Number 1, manpower requirements. The very first step in staffing is to plan the manpower inventory required by a concern in order to match them with the job requirements and demands. Therefore, it involves forecasting and determining the future manpower needs of the concern. Number 2, recruitments. Once the recruitments are notified, the concern invites and solicits applications according to the invitation made to the desirable candidates. Number 3, selection. This is the screening step of staffing in which the solicited applications are screened out and suitable candidates are appointed as per the requirements. Steps involved in staffing. Number 4, orientation and placement. Once screening takes place, the appointed candidates are made familiar to the work units and work environment through the orientation programs. Placement takes place by putting right man on the right job. Number 5, training and development. Training is a part of incentives given to the workers in order to develop and grow them within the concern. Training is generally given according to the nature of activities and scope of expansion in it. Along with it, the workers are developed by providing them extra benefits of in-depth knowledge of their functional areas. Development also includes giving them key and important jobs as a test or examination in order to analyze their performances. Steps involved in staffing. Number 6, remuneration. It is a kind of compensation provided monetarily to the employees for their work performances. This is given according to the nature of job, skilled or unskilled, physical or mental, etc. Number 7, performance evaluation. In order to keep a track or record of the behavior, attitudes, as well as opinions of the workers towards their jobs, regular assessment is done to evaluate and supervise different work units in a concern. It is basically concerning to know the development cycle and growth patterns of the employees in a concern. Number 8, promotion and transfer. Promotion is said to be a non-monetary incentive in which the worker is shifted from a higher job demanding bigger responsibilities, as well as shifting the workers and transferring them to different work units and branches of the same organization. Importance of manpower planning. Number 1, key to managerial functions. The 4 managerial functions, planning, organizing, directing, and controlling, are based upon the manpower. Therefore, staffing becomes a key to all managerial functions. Number 2, efficient utilization. Efficient management of personas becomes an important function in the industrialization world of today. Setting up large-scale enterprises require management of large-scale manpowers. It can be effectively done through staffing function. Number 3, motivation. Staffing function not only includes putting right man on the right job, but it also comprises of motivational programs like incentives plans to be framed for further participation and employment of employees in a concern. Therefore, all types of incentives plans become an integral part of staffing function. Importance of manpower planning. Number 4, better human relations. A concern can stabilize itself if human relations develop and are strong. Human relations become strong through effective control, clear communication, effective supervision, and leadership in a concern. Staffing function also looks after training and development of the workforce, which leads to cooperation and better human relations. Number 5, higher productivity. Productivity level increases when resources are utilized in best possible manner. Higher productivity is a result of minimum wastage of time, money, efforts, and energies. This is possible through the staffing and its related activities, such as performance appraisal, training and development, remuneration. Need of manpower planning. Number 1, shortages and surpluses can be identified so that quick action can be taken wherever required. Number 2, all the recruitment and selection programs are based on manpower planning. Number 3, it also helps to reduce the labor cost as excess staff can be identified and thereby overstaffing can be avoided. Number 4, it also helps to identify the available talents in a concern and accordingly training programs can be chalked out to develop those talents. Number 5, it helps in growth and diversification of business. Through manpower planning, human resources can be readily available and they can be utilized in best manners. Number 6, it helps the organization to realize the importance of manpower management, which ultimately helps in the stability of a concern. Controlling function of management. Controlling consists of verifying whether everything occurs in conformities with the plans adopted, instructions issued, and principles established. Controlling ensures that there is effective and efficient utilization of organizational resources so as to achieve the planned goals. Controlling measures the deviation of actual performance from the standard performance, discovers the causes of such deviations and helps in taking corrective actions. Controlling has got two basic purposes. Number 1, it facilitates coordination, and number 2, it helps in planning. Features of controlling function. Number 1, controlling is an end function, a function which comes once the performances are made in conformities with plans. Number 2, controlling is a pervasive function. It is performed by managers at all levels and in all type of concerns. Number 3, controlling is forward-looking. Controlling always look to future so that follow-up can be made whenever required. Number 4, controlling is a dynamic process. It requires taking revival methods. Changes have to be made wherever possible. Number 5, controlling is related with planning. Without planning, controlling is a meaningless exercise, and without controlling, planning is useless. Planning presupposes controlling, and controlling succeeds planning. Process of controlling function. Number 1, establishment of standards. Standards are the plans or the targets which have to be achieved in the course of business function. They can also be called as the criterion for judging the performance. Standards generally are classified into two. Number A, measurable or tangible. These standards, which can be measured and expressed, are called as measurable standards. They can be in form of cost, output, expenditure, time, profit, etc. Number B, non-measurable or intangible. There are standards which cannot be measured monetarily. For example, performance of manager, deviation of workers, their attitudes toward a concern. These are called as intangible standards. Controlling becomes easy through establishment of these standards because it is exercised on the basis of these standards. Process of controlling function. Number 2, measurement of performance. The second major step in controlling is to measure the performance. Performance levels are sometimes easy to measure and sometimes difficult. Measurement of tangible standards is easy as it can be expressed in units, cost, money, terms, etc. Quantitative measures become difficult when performance of manager has to be measured. It can be measured only by number 1, attitude of the workers, number 2, their morale to work, number 3, the development in the attitudes regarding the physical environment, and number 4, their communication with the superiors. It is also sometimes done through weekly, monthly, quarterly, or yearly reports. Process of controlling function. Number 3, comparison of actual and standard performance. Deviation can be defined as a gap between actual performance and the planned targets. The manager has to find out two things here: extent of deviation and cause of deviation. Extent of deviation means that the manager has to find out whether the deviation is positive or negative, or whether the actual performance is in conformity with the planned performance. The managers have to exercise control by exception. Minor deviations have to be ignored. Major deviations like replacement of machinery, appointment of workers, quality of raw material, rate of profits, etc. should be looked upon consciously. Once the deviation is identified, a manager has to think about various causes which has led to deviation. The causes can be: number A, erroneous planning; number B, coordination loosens; number C, implementation of plans is defective; and number D, supervision and communication is ineffective, etc. Process of controlling function. Number 4, taking remedial actions. Once the causes and extent of deviations are known, the manager has to detect those errors and take remedial measures for it. There are two alternatives here. Number A, taking corrective measures by deviations which have occurred, and number B, after taking the corrective measures, if the actual performance is not in conformity with plans, the manager can revise the targets. It is here the controlling process comes to an end. Follow-up is an important step because it is only through taking corrective measures a manager can exercise controlling. Sales management. Sales management is the process of developing a sales force, coordinating sales operations, and implementing sales techniques that allow a business to consistently hit and even surpass its sales targets. Once you have a clear picture of what processes to monitor and how to keep track of them, you will be equipped to pinpoint issues early on, coach people before it's too late, and have a better overview of the tasks the team should be doing to increase its sales. The process will vary from business to business, especially as you work your way down the line. But operation, strategy, and analysis are the three key starting or focal points. Role of sales manager. A great sales manager is the person who guides your salespeople and is responsible for: number 1, setting sales goals and quotas; number 2, motivating and mentoring the team; number 3, creating sales plans and workflows; number 4, hiring and boarding new hires; number 5, organizing sales training programs; number 6, CRM and pipeline management; number 7, ensuring coordination with the sales enablement and marketing teams; number 8, overall team management; and number 9, building the team, defining the sales process and reporting. Sales operations. Number 1, building the team. After you have acquired a great sales manager, it is time to start thinking about expanding the team. The sales team is the backbone of the company as they are the direct connection between the product and the customer. Therefore, the sales team should feel like they are a part of the company rather than be viewed as money-making machines. When selecting and onboarding new talent, you should take your time to be thorough in training them and developing their skills, regardless of their experience. But the sales manager's job is not done there. It is also their duty to counsel the team throughout the process. Make sure they are still on track and motivated. On the flip side, don't forget to share your disappointments and failures, how you overcome them, and offer support during difficult periods. Sales operations. Number 2, sales strategy. There are many definitions of sales, but essentially you are facilitating a transaction between your company and its customers, moving them through a process which leads to an exchange. Every business has a sales cycle, which is a series of tasks that helps a company's product reach its user. Therefore, having a sales pipeline, a sales funnel, will make that easier to maneuver these deals to completion. Sales operations. Number 3, sales pipeline. A sales pipeline is a visual sequence of activities to achieve with each prospect, from the initial lead to the closing of the deal. Simply put, a pipeline helps salespeople stay organized and takes control of their work. Sales activities that are within a salesperson's control include: number 1, lead generation, scoring and qualification; number 2, the number of sales calls, follow-up emails, social media messages, and other outreach activities they undertake; number 3, market research on new products, new segments, and other pertinent information. Sales operations. Number 4, reporting. Reporting helps you understand how your current strategy affects your company's success and gives you insight into what you can do to increase your efforts, whether it is hiring more salespeople or redistributing tasks. Successful reporting involves using sales metrics or quantifiable indicators that tell you how each aspect of your sales operation is performing and whether you are achieving your targets. With the standard sales funnel, you should be able to measure the following 5 metrics. Number 1, number of deals in your funnel. Number 2, average size of the deal in your funnel. Number 3, close ratio or average percentage of deals that get won. Number 4, sales velocity or average deals lifetime before it is won. And number 5, collecting data. Who benefits from sales management? Sales management in practice positively affects everyone involved in the sales cycle. The more mature your sales process is, and the more the sales manager adopts and improves it over time, the more likely your team will achieve top performance. In the same way that we have outlined the 3 aspects of sales management, there are 3 key stakeholders involved with the sales management process. Number 1, the sales manager. Number 2, salesperson. And number 3, customer. Use technology tools to manage customer relationships or CRM. While some people initially opt for Excel spreadsheets and sticky notes, a CRM or customer relationship management tool will allow you to get an overview of your current assets and pinpoint key determinants of your company's future success. Incorporating technology in your sales strategy will ensure you maximize profit and that no deal falls through the cracks. Cloud-based CRMs in particular are great for helping your team improve collaboration. There are tons of popular CRMs out there, but choosing a CRM is challenging. Choosing the CRM tool. Before purchasing any CRM tool, make sure to answer the following question to make the most suitable choice for your team. Number 1, is it easy to learn and use? Number 2, how can I customize it to fit my needs? Number 3, are there cross-platform integrations? Number 4, will it notify me when I need to take action, and will those notifications come in real time or in intervals? Number 5, does it offer accurate sales forecasting and reporting? Number 6, is it mobile friendly? Can I access it from anywhere? Terminologies of sales management. Close or closing. Bringing a prospect to a final buying decision. Close ratio. Number of deals you close compared to the number of deals you have presented. Cold calling. Getting in contact with a potential customer with no prior contact or relationship in hopes of setting up an appointment or informing them about your product or service. Conversion. The act of turning a prospect into a customer. Conversion rate. The percentage of prospects turned into new customers. Customer relationship management or CRM. A tool or software to manage your customer relationships and sales pipeline. Often also used as process management software. Terminologies of sales management. Deal. An agreement to meet or take action with a prospect. Demo. A sales presentation of your product or service. Lead. Anyone who could potentially be a customer. Marketing. The act of promoting your product or service. Metrics. A collection of individual and organizational performance indicators and ratios calculated from collected data that describes a company's historical and ongoing sales processes. Product. Something made to be sold to a customer. Prospect. A potential customer or person who may be interested in a company's product or service. Terminologies of sales management. Quota. A fixed share of something that a person or group is entitled to achieve or contribute to. Retention rate. The percentage of customers who stay. Revenue. A company's income or earnings. Sales cycle. The series of predictable phases required to sell a product or a service. Sales cycle can vary greatly among organizations, products, and services, and no one sale will be exactly the same. Sales dashboard. A method of measuring sales performance from a bird's eye view. A sales dashboard helps measure key metrics, individual team members, and sales activities. Sales force. Division of a business responsible for selling products or services. Terminologies of sales management. Sales funnel or pipeline. A systematic and visual approach to selling a product or service. The sales pipeline is helpful in showing you exactly where the money is in your sales process. Sales management. The process of developing and coordinating a sales team. Sales management planning. Process of thinking and organizing activities to achieve a desired goal. Sales management process. Steps taken to attain a company's objectives. Sales management strategy. A method to bring about a desired outcome. Sales manager. Someone who's responsible for managing salespeople and overseeing a company's sales process. Terminologies of sales management. Sales meeting. A meeting with the sales team, often to discuss processes, products and services, as well as the potential benefits for the buyer. Salesperson, someone who typically works directly with customers to inform them and sell a product while providing customer service. Sales reporting, the documentation of a company's activity, sales targets, objectives or goals for a salesperson or a company. Sales velocity, time it takes for a new deal to close from the initial contact, service, an action performed to satisfy a customer's need or problem. Marketing management. Marketing management is a way to find out the opportunities which are profitable and create these opportunities by satisfying the customer. Marketing management is consumer oriented. Therefore, the marketing manager has to find out the services that satisfy the consumer and the services that fail to meet the needs and expectations of consumers, so that plus and delta can be developed to cover up the shortage. Marketing management is based on 4 P's, which are product, place, price, and promotion, to attract consumers decided by the management of the company according to the demand of the customers with suitable market prices and easy to find either in stores or online. Marketing management has to deal and make inflow of these elements for business survival. Objectives of marketing management. Number 1, attracting new customers. Different strategies are set to make sure that maximum customers get attracted to the company's product, like displaying ads on TV channels or social media, pamphlets, and arranging a sales team that demonstrates the products. Number 2, satisfying the demands of customers. For this purpose, the quality matters a lot. But apart from this, good service is also concerned, like an on-time supply of products, and without damage, the products are supplied. Number 3, profitability. It is necessary to earn profit for growing, diversifying a business and its maintenance as well. An efficient company's management team keeps the marketing on track by entertaining their old and reliable customers and attracting the new customers to make maximum profit for maximum growth. Objectives of marketing management. Number 4, maximizing the market share. For this purpose, companies use different tools to get maximum market sales of their products by having comparison with a market economy. Sometimes companies offer discounts to attract customers. Sometimes they do attractive and unique packaging and offer promotions. Number 5, creating a good public reputation. If the company has stood as a good public figure, it means it has more chances to grow and diversify, but it stands with a bad reputation. It will no longer survive. By marking, the reputation of a company can be made good and trustworthy for the consumer. Process of marketing management. Every company has its specific objectives and goals that make it distinctive from other companies in the market. But some steps needed to make your marketing management effective are enlisted below. Number 1, define your mission statement and work for it. Mission statement should be set before doing anything. After that, they should map out their company's goals and objectives, which can be taken for a long time. The mission statement should be very clear and transparent to others and have the potential to attract customers. The goals a company has to set should be unique, aspiring, based on reality and for a specific time. Process of marketing management. Number 2, analysis of industrial rank of your business. Competition among the companies has arisen to the highest peak in marketing. Different companies are marketing their company's product in a different but unique ways that aid them to maintain their position in this competitive environment. Marketing management should analyze the trending and threatening or strong and weak aspects of the company and should work hard to overcome the weak aspects by shifting their paradigms that may cover the weaknesses. It is a matter of great concern that how can you keep your customers engaged and how can you accept and reflect the change in your company's marketing style to get maximum growth. Process of marketing management. Number 3, processing towards work. Now it is time to execute the planning you have made with your managerial team for the marketing of your company's product. Different campaigns are run and the wordy plans are executed as action. Number 4, keep evaluating, modifying, and repeating the strategies. After that, when you have executed the plan to get fruitful results, it is time to evaluate your company's outcomes and modify them if there is a requirement. But if they are going well and result-oriented, they are required to be repeated. Functions of marketing management. Number 1, product. Product refers to a good or service that a company offers to customers. Ideally, a product should fulfill an existing consumer demand, or a product may be so compelling that consumers believe they need to have it, and it creates a new demand. To be successful, marketers need to understand the life cycle of a product, and business executives need to have a plan for dealing with products at every stage of their life cycle. The type of product also partially dictates how much businesses can charge for it, where they should place it, and how they should promote it in the marketplace. Functions of marketing management. Number 2, price. Price is the cost consumers pay for a product. Marketers must link the price to the product's real perceived value, but they also must consider supply cost, seasonal discounts, and competitors' prices. In some cases, business executives may raise the price to give the product the appearance of being a luxury. Alternatively, they may lower the price so more consumers can try the product. Marketers also need to determine when and if discount is appropriate. A discount can sometimes draw more customers, but it can also give the impression that the product is less exclusive or less of a luxury compared to when it was priced higher. Functions of marketing management. Number 3, place. When a company makes decisions regarding place, they are trying to determine where they should sell a product and how to deliver the product to the market. The goal of business executives is always to get their products in front of the consumers that are the most likely to buy them. In some cases, this may refer to placing a product in certain stores, but it also refers to the product's placement on a specific store's display. In some cases, placement may refer to the act of including a product on television shows, in films, or on web pages in order to garner attention for the product. Functions of marketing management. Number 4, promotion. Promotion includes advertising, public relations, and promotional strategy. The goal of promoting a product is to reveal the consumers why they need it and why they should pay a certain price for it. Marketers tend to tie promotion and placement elements together so they can reach their core audience. For example, in the digital age, the place and promotion factors are as much online as they are offline. Specifically, where a product appears on a company's web page or social media, as well as which type of search functions trigger corresponding targeted ads for the product. Financial management. Financial management may be defined as the area or function in an organization which is concerned with profitability, expenses, cash, and credit, so that the organization may have the means to carry out its objective as satisfactorily as possible. Financial managers are specialized professionals directly reporting to senior management, often the financial directors. Scope of financial management. Financial management is generally concerned with short-term working capital management, focusing on current assets and current liabilities, and managing fluctuations in foreign currency and product cycles, often through hedging. The function also entails the efficient and effective day-to-day management of funds and thus overlaps treasury management. It is also involved with long-term strategic financial management focused on capital structure management, including capital raising, capital budgeting, capital allocation between business units or products, and dividend policy. Objectives of financial management. Number 1, profit maximization. This main objective happens when marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue. Number 2, maintaining proper cash flows. It is a short-run objective of financial management. It is necessary for operations to pay the day-to-day expenses, for example, for raw material, electricity bills, rent, etc. Minimization on capital cost in financial management can help operations to gain more profit. Number 3, estimating the requirement of funds. Businesses make forecasts and funds needed in both short run and long run. Hence, they can improve the efficiency of funding. The estimation is based on the budget, for example, for sales budget and production budget, etc. Number 4, determining the capital structure. Capital structure is how a firm finances its overall operation and growth by using different sources of funds. The financial manager may decide the mix of debt and equity and also types of debt. Relationship with other areas of finance. 2 or 3 areas of finance directly overlap financial management. Number 1, managerial finance is the academic branch of financial concern with the managerial significance of financial techniques. Number 2, corporate finance, which is mainly concerned with the longer-term capital budgeting and typical is more relevant to large corporations. And number 3, investment management is the professional asset management of various securities like shares, bonds, and other securities or assets, which is the company's cash and liquidity management requirements. The term financial management refers to a company's financial strategy, while personal finance or financial life management refers to an individual's management strategy. A financial planner, a personal financial planner, is a professional who prepares financial plans here. Financial management systems. Financial management systems, FMS, are the software and technology used by organization to connect, store, and report on assets, income, and expenses. An FMS performs various functions such as reducing accounting errors, maintaining audit trails, and ensuring compliance with applicable accounting standards. A changing world requires new ways of working, ways that are smarter, faster, and more agile. Nowhere is this more important than in finance. Fueled by rich data and more powerful artificial intelligence, machine learning, and analytic capabilities, finance organizations are being transformed and making more informed business decisions. Functions of Financial Management Department. Number 1. Calculating the capital required. The financial manager has to calculate the amount of funds an organization requires. The amount required has to be estimated in such a way that the earning capability of the organization increases. Number 2. Formation of capital structure. Once the amount of capital required has been estimated, a capital structure needs to be formed. This involves debt equity analysis in the short term and the long term. This depends upon the equity and the amount that need to be raised via external sources. Number 3. Investing the capital. Every organization or firm needs to invest money in order to raise more capital and gain regular returns. Hence, the financial manager needs to invest the organization's fund in safe and profitable ventures. Functions of Financial Management Department. Number 4. Allocation of profits. Once the organization has earned a good amount of net profit, it is the financial manager's duty to efficiently allocate it. This could involve keeping one part for contingencies, innovations, or expansions purposes, while another part to pay dividends to the shareholders. Number 5. Effective management of money. This department is also responsible for effectively managing the firm's money. Money is required for various purposes in the firm, such as payment of salaries and bills, maintaining stock, meeting liabilities, and the purchase of any materials or equipment. Number 6. Financial control. The financial manager also has to control and analyze the firm's finances in the short term and the long term. This can be done using financial tools such as financial forecasting, ratio analysis, risk management, and profit and cost control. Information Technology Management. IT management is the discipline whereby all of the information technology resources of a firm are managed in accordance with its needs and priorities. Managing the responsibility within a company entails many of the basic management functions like budgeting, staffing, change management, and organizing and controlling, along with other aspects that are unique to technology like software design, network planning, tech support, etc. An IT environment consists of a multitude of hardware, network, and software components including computers, servers, routers, applications, microservices, and mobile technologies. An IT infrastructure can be on premises, in the cloud, or on a hybrid platform that integrates both. IT managers. IT managers have a lot in common with project managers, but their main difference is one of focus. An IT manager is responsible for an ongoing program of IT services, while the project manager's responsibility and accountability are both limited to a project with a clear start and end date. Most IT management programs are designed to educate and develop managers who can effectively manage the planning, design, selection, implementation, use, and administration of emerging and converging information and communications technologies. IT Management Essentials. IT managers monitor and govern IT systems to ensure they are always available and function reliably. IT management responsibilities and tasks includes: Number 1. Determining business requirement for IT system. Number 2. Managing IT budgets and costs. Number 3. Monitoring safety and compliance. Number 4. Controlling system and network security. Number 5. Implementing new software, hardware, and data systems. Number 6. Providing technical or help desk support. IT departments are usually headed by Chief Information Officer and ensure they are implemented. Why IT management is important? Number 1. Automation, data processing, and always-on connectivity have opened the door to previously unimagined capabilities and efficiencies. It may be impossible to separate technology from daily business operations. Number 2. At the same time, an organization is vulnerable when systems underperform or fail. A down network, lost data, or malware can severely impact day-to-day operations. Number 3. IT management practices ensure that information technologies are secure, highly available, and perform at their peak. Why IT management is important? Number 4. CIOs also take a lead role in adopting new systems to improve operations suggest an IT executive. Emerging technologies such as machine learning, analytics, chatbots, and blockchains can completely revolutionize our way of offering services. Number 5. Every company now in the business of technology is experiencing glimmers of larger shifts to come. Automation, decentralized technology budgets, rapid adoption of cloud-based services, and most recently, artificial intelligence as a business necessity. Number 6. Digital transformation requires innovation and strategic enablement. Key features of effective IT management. Number 1. Analytics. An analytics solution can mine terabytes of operational data quickly to find the root cause of service impact. It helps identify potential bottlenecks, predict outages, and drive greater efficiency. Organizations gain insights into data or processing issues, negative IT trends, and anomalies, making it easier to take steps to avoid system chaos. Beyond in-house optics, analytics provide insights to help enterprises better understand their customers, which in turn can drive business strategy. Key features of effective IT management. Number 2. Cloud computing. Cloud services offer scalability, data security, data recovery services, and more. Using the cloud can improve efficiencies and reduce infrastructure costs. It can benefit all aspects of the business, from operations to finance, and help position the organization for transformative cloud-based solutions in future. Many enterprises host core business applications on mainframes which process millions of transactions each day. Cloud enablement helps IT departments modernize their mainframe systems while freeing up CIOs to focus on other priorities. Organizations benefit from higher level of productivity and performance with less overheads. Key features of effective IT management. AI or artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence or AI systems analyze data, learn and predict problems to help IT managers deliver better service quality. As well, AI-based chatbots can function as virtual agents, talking with users to resolve technical issues. Customers can also use them to learn about products and services. Moving ahead, cognitive computing may become vital to helping enterprises manage IT and accelerate innovation. Key features of effective IT management. IoT. IoT platforms collect and analyze data from devices and sensors, helping to proactively resolve issues and improve productivity. IT managers can quickly drive insights into what their concern is doing right and what it could be doing better. Cognitive learning further enables business to unlock IoT value. For one, it could combine multiple data streams to identify patterns and provide more context than would otherwise be available. Intelligent sensors too have the potential to self-diagnose and adapt to their environment without the need for human intervention. Dear viewers, you are watching YouTube channel ETV786. This channel is created for business students. This is the utmost commitment of the channel to provide reliable and authentic content to the business personas and students. We have already delivered basic concepts of accounting, business law, business taxes, and now presenting business management. Please watch, like, share, and comment the videos, and subscribe the channel to watch upcoming shows. Bye bye till the next show.